I'm doing some engraving tests on this glass jar with some coloured marking paper just to see how it turns out. I've already put some black, yellow and brown marking paper on this jar, and I'll put some blue on there as well, and I'll show you how we do it. Just stick the paper in some water and just let it soak for a minute or so. And after it's soaked for a minute, we can then transfer it onto the glass jar. And when we take the paper out, move that aside and put it on the jar. If you sit the paper on the jar and then just hold on to the blue with your thumb and gently but slowly slide the paper out from underneath it. We probably could have left this sitting in the water for another 20-30 seconds, but it's coming off all right. Then we just smooth it out a bit and move it into position. And once we do that, we can then just dab it dry and try and make sure there's no air bubbles or wrinkles in it. And then once it's dry, it'll be ready to laser engrave on. So I've got that in position. We'll wait for it to dry and then we'll do some laser engraving. Okay, so I've finished the test grids, and as we can see, the lower power ones on the left hand side here look like they've actually burnt into the glass with the paper. So it'll be interesting to see that when we take the paper off. So I've done the black side and the yellow side using the curved surface, and unfortunately it took 46 minutes for each one to do. And again, you can see on the left hand side it looks like it may have burnt the paper into the surface as well. So then when I came to do the brown side, I just changed it to a flat surface, and it reduced my engraving time down to 6 minutes, or nearly 7 minutes. And unfortunately with this one, instead of setting the speed to 200, the maximum speed to 200, I set it to 20, and the test grid looks a lot different. You probably can't see it in the video, but I also cracked the glass with this as well. I don't know whether that's got something to do with the speed and power settings on it, or whether it's just a fracture in the glass and it's just cracked it. Then when we get to the last one, the blue one, we can see again that the slow speeds have set in, but with the blue one, the slow powers set in, but with the blue one up the top, it looks like it's engraved the blue into the glass better, and that's at 200 speed. So what we'll do now is soak it all in warm water for a little bit. You can see the crack down here now on the glass. So we'll soak it in warm water for a bit and take the paper off, and then we'll see how it looks. Well, I have to say this turned out a lot better than I expected. I don't know what your thoughts on it would be, whether you thought it would turn out good or not. Personally, I thought that this was going to turn out really bad all around. It is really hard to see all my writing for the speed and power settings. I usually make them bigger when I do tests, and I did in this case, but obviously not big enough. So I have zoomed in on it and written down information on each one, just so I can let you know. But this is the black one, and you can see up the side here that it's engraved really well up the side and not so much everywhere else. With the black, the best power settings is power 10, and the best speed settings is anything from 20 to 100 speed. This is with the 40-watt laser too, the 40-watt diode laser. So let's move over to the brown, and we can see that we've got some more here, but it is also hard to tell on the camera. And putting a piece of paper behind it or in it doesn't give us a lot of difference, although we can see across the bottom here that it's pretty much just engraved without colour. And that's sort of pretty much with most of that area. But on the brown, we have 10 power is the best, and for speed it's 10 to 30. Also up the top, 17 power is good, and 20 to 30 speed is good, even though it's a little hard to see it on there. But these are good things to go off anyway. Then when we move over to the yellow, we can see that so many parts have engraved with the yellow, and we've also got the crack in it. With the yellow, the best power is anything from 10 to 20, and this is what I did the whole thing off. I only had between 10 and 20 power. And the best speed is 20 to 30 speed. So yeah, that's really good result for that one. And the last one is the blue, and we can see with the blue, it's only really the bottom line that worked out the best, and that is 10 to 20 power and 10 speed. So yeah, and with taking the paper off, I just soaked it in some warm water for about 15 minutes, and I used this scraper. I'll move this out of the way so you can see my scraper. To be honest, I have no idea what this scraper is or where I got it from. It's just a plastic scraper that I had in my toolbox, and it worked a treat. So yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how this worked. If you'd like me to do some more, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what I can do for you. And I hope this has been a help. I'll see you on the next video.